Hi, this is Wallace from Epic Games. In this video, I will show you one of the new features in RealityScan 2.0, AI masking. This feature gives you the ability to scan entire objects without the use of specialist equipment. You just need to make sure you get photos of your object from every angle. You can either use a turntable or just rotate the object by hand. Make sure the lighting is even and consistent. Avoid placing any other objects too close to or directly behind the subject you're scanning, as they could accidentally be included in the mask. For the cleanest mask, try placing your object against a background that's one solid colour, and make sure it completely surrounds the subject. Even with a high-end void capture setup, using AI masking is still recommended. Without it, you might still get tie points in the background. Now, just stick to the basic rules of capturing. High-resolution images, maintain strong overlap, ideally 70% or more, and keep the angle changes gradual, staying within 20 degrees from shot to shot. Okay, let's get into it. Now, here is a project I made earlier, and I've already run AI masks because it takes quite a while. You can find it in Workflow, Process, and right here, if I just clicked that, it would mask all of my images. There's also a drop down here, and this button does the same, and we'll go into the others just afterwards. So here is my image. You can click on any in your 1DS here and see it in your 2D if you've made a 2D view, like go down to 2D here. And I've got a turquoise background just to make it a bit more obvious. You probably would want to go for a slightly darker background. But if I press tab here, you can see it changes to virtual layer, and then I can see my mask, and I can flick through my different apples there. You can see the turquoise background is giving me a bit of a turquoise reflection at the sides of the apple, but it wasn't such a big deal. And those masks will just work as if you had normal masks, and we can get the complete object because the background disappeared and the cameras find their relative positions to one another. So that's the most basic use of it. Now, I did mention in the intro that you want to avoid having objects close. So let's take a look at this project, and this time I put the apple on a toilet roll. I wasn't going for the full upside down, but what happened is I have actually run masks on this. If I press tab here, you can see that my virtual layer there actually includes the toilet roll. This is quite a crass example, but I just wanted to show you how you can refine your masks using the old method of the mask from mesh. So I've made this mesh here. I just use cut by box tool to get rid of the toilet roll, and now I can refine the masks from this mesh. So if I go to workflow and then the mask images drop down, and here we have masking from mesh. Now if I click that, it will say the existing masks will be replaced. So let's say okay to that. And now we are generating masks from the mesh. And there we go, it has finished, and you can see now that my masks are from the mesh, and it gets rid of the toilet roll tube. So the final thing to show you is workflow process and the mask images, export masks, and there's not much to say about that. It just functions the way it did before. You can export your masks to a folder. So that's everything. Thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.